welcome back. We are back this week with your favorite social work side hustle clips and tips and videos. Every week we are going through the different social work side hustles that we utilize to make additional cash and build a financial portfolio over the last few years. Again, my name is Tiffany Tait, licensed clinical social worker, certified Daring Way facilitator, and one of the co-founders of Unorthodox group, which is our professional women's mentorship group. You can learn more about that. We'll have the link in the description below. But today we are jumping right in. What does it take to be a targeted case manager, and how do you start getting additional money with a side hustle right now? So, step one, what is targeted case management? In general, case management is a linkage of resources, right? You are simply the go-between and the resource to link people to the additional resources they need within a community setting based on diagnosis. But you are the resourcer as the case manager. You're providing that link. In targeted case management, we are talking about specific target populations that have been identified by usually a public insurance group. Sometimes private insurance reimburses for this as well. But they are looking at a specific targeted population that is probably dealing with a specific targeted set of diagnostic codes and presentations, and they're utilizing a specific intervention. And they have the evidence-based criteria to kind of back that up to say this person, because of this particular diagnostic criteria, needs this particular intervention and supportive service. The targeted case manager is usually the person who now goes in and does the linkage for that participant or enrollee in that particular enrollment group. Step two, what does it look like to be a targeted case manager? This is usually a contracted basis. You can do this on a full-time basis. There's a lot of work out there. We'll talk about that in the getting paid section. But you can absolutely find work doing targeted case management either full-time or as a side hustle with contract money on the side. They tend to hire on an hour-by-hour basis. You can utilize that based on your availability that you're willing to give the agency. And you're usually going into people's homes, meeting people at schools or work environments. But this is usually not done, sometimes it is, but usually not done in an office setting. This is usually going to see the targeted enrollee or the targeted patient or client in their setting and providing them the services and resources in their setting. So that's what it looks like. It looks like you can kind of do this as much or a little as you want. Easy kind of side money to work around your schedule. This tends to have a lot of evening hours as well in a lot of cities, depending on what your work schedule looks like. And so this gives you a lot of options if you're looking to increase additional money in a short amount of time. Step three, choosing the right population, or, kind of doing the research on what kind of population you need to work with. It kind of works the opposite with targeted case management. With targeted case management, unlike concierge, you're getting paid by the insurance company. You're getting paid by usually a public health insurance company, or carve out, as we would call it. Like if Humana is working through a Medicaid, Humana would have been that carve out for Medicaid. So in any case, you're usually getting paid by this public health insurance. Sometimes private health insurance will pay for targeted case management as well, but that's a larger discussion for another day. Because you are getting paid by this managed entity, there are rules and regulations for that, right? You're going to have to play within their rules. They will tell you what services to utilize, how to clock those hours, what services and links and provisions you're going to provide. The benefit is that they also take on a lot of the liability. That's a clean check that somebody else is cutting you every week that you can rely on. And there's training involved. They do usually provide extensive training to provide these targeted case management services because they have to be in line for compliance reasons. So step four, jumping right in there. Go right on Indeed and put in targeted case management right now. Tons of things would come up. This is an ongoing, forever hiring sort of side gig. This is something you can consistently find and jump into if this is something you want to pick up. I've seen it done for all populations, from geriatric to infant mental health. So you do have the option to kind of look into which area you would like to specialize in, but I would suggest starting with seeing what's out there right now and what's available in your area. Step five, getting paid. This gig usually pays about $25 to $35 an hour, give or take, somewhere, across the country. which is not bad money early on, especially if your goals are like what our goals was to make a little extra profit so we could start larger ventures. And so this is a great way to start making some additional side cash and the liability be on somebody else. Because remember, when you're an entrepreneur, the liability is all on you. A lot of this is a good entryway into figuring out how to do good time management when building your own schedule, and giving you a kind of versatility and flexibility with how you use your hours in a week while making the money you want to make on your terms. So if you're interested in our side hustles, please, as always, hit the subscribe button below. And we are here every week with the best side hustles until we run out. We might run out at some point. So we will see you guys next week. Have a blessed week. Bye.